of troops it initially sent into the country. Those soldiers are also seeing enormous amounts of Russian equipment getting destroyed. Around 7,700 tanks have gone up in smoke, along with 10,000 armored vehicles. The Black Sea Fleet is at about 2/3 of its original strength thanks to Ukrainian attacks, and Russian artillery systems are being destroyed at a rate of around 800 per year. It all adds up to a war that's showing Russia's people that they're not able to easily defeat a much smaller nation. And this is creating a massive morale problem. That problem isn't being aided by the sheer amount of money Russia has spent on the war. Reuters reports that Russia has likely spent at least $211 billion on equipping and deploying its troops between February 2022 and February 2024. It's also lost around $10 billion to cancelled arms sales. All of this is set against a backdrop of increasing poverty in the country. That may come as a surprise to those who've read that Russia's poverty rate is falling. According to Statista, the fourth quarter of 2023 saw Russian poverty levels drop to 9.9 million people living below the poverty line, the lowest they've been for over 3 years. So how could there be a poverty problem in Russia, or at least a problem that's become worse since the Ukraine war began? The answer is that Russia has tweaked the way it measures poverty levels. That's according to a July 2023 article published by The Insider that says Russia previously measured its poverty levels based on food prices. It doesn't anymore. Instead, it measures poverty by assessing relative values in each of its regions, tweaking its formulas to include what it calls regional coefficients. For instance, the Tula and Tambov regions have a regional coefficient of 0.83, which is Russia's way of saying that it believes living expenses are lower than the national average, so the people there can afford to be paid less. What's the result of this tweak? According to The Insider, 2.3 million people who would have fallen below Russia's poverty line based on its previous method are no longer considered to be in poverty. This might create a situation in which those who are clearly still